All right, welcome to your on-campus interview. I'm your host, Cass Venner. Here with me, I have a former baseball player and the current track manager. He's going to quickly introduce himself, and then we'll get started.
Hi, my name is Stevie Relas. I'm from Arizona. I used to play baseball, and now I am the manager for the track field team here at DSU.
Awesome. All right, so what initially brought you to Dickinson?
Initially, it was baseball. All my friends were here. It was an affordable school, and I was at a junior college. So
Yeah.
Dahl kind of texted me and said, hey, we need a left-handed pitcher. So I said, all right, I'll be on my way.
Very cool. Easy as that. Where'd
Yeah.
you go to JUCO?
I went to junior college at Rainy River Community College in International Falls, Minnesota.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. All right, so you were currently on the baseball team, and now you're track manager. So can you kind of explain your transition from one to another?
Okay, so I did play baseball here. I had it was a career-ending injury. It was some nerve issue stuff.
Oh, sure.
And I was taking a exercise science class, that's my major, with Ann, and the whole class was basically working with the sprinters during the winter. And I said, Ann, I'm going to be honest. Ann Whitcop, she's a track coach here as well. I said, Ann, I'm going to be honest. I don't know how much longer this baseball thing is going to work out. My arm's kind of, going downhill, and it hurts to pitch, and I was a pitcher. And so she was like, hey, you can work with us. You can be the manager. I was like, okay, say less. And then she's like, you can have the GA spot too if you want for the next 2 years.
Nice.
So that's my plan for the next 2 years.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
So you're gonna be sticking around here for a little bit?
I will be here for a little bit, yes.
Nice. So from what's your day-to-day kind of, duties and that kind of stuff on the track team?
As of right now, I just work with the sprinters.
Okay.
Shane kind of writes me a workout. Will I be writing workouts in the future? I have no idea. Hopefully I will. But right now it's just sprinters and a little bit of jumpers.
Okay.
Not too much with the jumpers. Maybe I'll touch here and there, but really he just gives me the sprinters, says, hey, take them to do this, and we do whatever he needs to get done. Nice.
Have you had any kind of prior experience to that kind of stuff
Never
before?
done track and field in my entire life,
Really?
so I'm super surprised they took me on, but I'm super grateful that they did. I love it.
That's cool. That's very cool. What do you guys have going for the future? Any meets? That kind
Right
of
now,
stuff?
I actually leave tomorrow for Billings
Oh,
for
cool.
MSUB, and then we go to USD, and then we have our one home meet here on the 13th.
Very nice. Very
Yeah.
nice. So you said that you're going to be around for the next 2 years, grad assistant. Are you going to do anything after that, you think?
I have no idea. Hopefully
Yeah.
I stay either in track and field or I go back to baseball. I prefer to do both, but you can't. They're both spring sport seasons.
Yeah.
I also wouldn't mind being a strength and conditioning coach wherever I end up, so maybe one of those sport coaches and strength and conditioning coach.
Very cool. What are you going to get your master's in?
Athletic leadership here at DSU.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So does that mean you'll graduate here in the spring in May?
Yep, graduate in May with my bachelor's and then 2 more years for the master's.
Wow, very cool.
Yeah.
So kind of unexpected turn, I'm sure, when you first initially came to Dickinson, and now here you are.
Yep,
very
I
cool.
was going to go into athletic training. I was going to go to UMary.
Oh, wow.
And then in about October, found out it was too expensive.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate because I love the job field. Had a whole kind of job lined up with the Dodgers.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and I found out that even they don't get paid very well. So that kind of turned me away from it. You need a master's for it, and you don't get a master's pay. So I kind of just changed my mind to might as well, get a master's while I'm here.
Very cool. Very cool experience. All right, with my final question, what does DSU mean to you?
It's like home away from home.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, I miss, Arizona, but I love all the people here. I love the place. Everyone here is super nice to me. It's, it's like mom and dad with Shane and Ann here.
Totally.
It's like brothers with, my roommates that also play baseball. Everyone here is really cool, really welcoming to me, and I kind of give it back. It's nice.
That's very cool. Awesome. Well, thank you, Stevie. We're glad
course.
you're here, and good luck to next 2 years for you and the track team.
Thank you. Thank
Very
you. Good
cool.
luck to your softball season.
Thank you. Appreciate it. That's all I have for you.
Sweet. Sounds good.
What's up, brothers? Welcome back to this week's episode of Hawk Talk. My name is Xander Beeson. I am your in-studio host, and today I'm joined by a very special guest. I'll have you introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Marivern Easton. I am currently the new director of the Theodore Roosevelt Honors Leadership Program, otherwise known as the TR program. I'm originally from Chicago, but most recently came from Wyoming.
Hey, best state in the union right
Yeah.
there. Top 50 for sure. My number one personally.
All right.
What brought you to DSU?
What brought me to DSU was my husband. We came here 5 years ago. My husband serves as president of DSU. This institution means a lot to him. As you probably know, he was a graduate of here. One of our sons went to school here, and so that's what brought me here.
Nice. We kind of already touched on it in your intro. You are the director of the TR program. What do you do in that role, and how are you enjoying it?
Well, I started in, I think it was the second week of January, so I'm still fairly new to it. My job, I think, is really to help facilitate the program.
Yeah.
And so we will be looking at the curriculum to see if there are any adjustments that need to be made. My job is to help support. We have 2 student assistant directors, and then we kind of have a board of student mentors that work with kind of the younger students, and so to support them, provide guidance. So that's, I guess that's what I would say.
Yeah. What would you say is your favorite thing about working with all these Theodore Roosevelt students?
You know, I'm spoiled because they're awesome. I mean, they're great students from an academic standpoint. But I think even more importantly, they're just really good people. They truly believe in the program. They believe in service. It's a leadership. You know, the students in the program earn a leadership minor.
Yeah.
And so I like to tell people, you know, we are looking for students who, when they graduate from DSU as TR scholars, they will be the leaders in the communities in which they live and work. Right?
Yeah.
And so these are students who come to us with lots of potential, and we just hope that we will kind of further develop that potential. But the students are just awesome.
Yeah.
And so I think that's the treat for me, is to get to work with some outstanding young people.
That's awesome. What would you say is something that every Theodore Roosevelt program or student should take from once they graduate and they leave the program? What's one thing that you hope they take with them?
I guess I would say commitment to service for others. To use their skills, their talents for their workplace, for their community.
Yeah.
And you know, leadership doesn't mean, I think sometimes people think leadership means you have to be the head of, you have to be a CEO, right? Or, but if you're a nursing student, you might be the floor nurse, you know, in charge of your floor. You might own, you know, a business. You might be the school superintendent. You might be on the school board. You might be on the FFA board or the library board, right? So it doesn't even have to be your employment, but it could be the community in which you live. And I think, like I said, we're hoping that our students will go back to their communities and lead and serve.
Nice. So we do a lot of talk about TR, Theodore Roosevelt, kind of the man at DSU.
Yep.
If you could ask him one question, what would it be? Anything at all. First thing that comes to mind.
That's a hard question. You should have given me that before the interview.
That's the point of these questions. I never warn anybody. Just kind of throw them
What would I
at you.
ask him? Xander, I don't know. Hopefully you can edit this.
I'll take care of it.
Thank you.
Man in the back says he'll take care of it.
Good. Yeah, I don't know. There's a part of me that I think would want to ask him about our current political climate, but I don't exactly know what the question would be.
Yeah.
You know, what do you do with 2 octogenarians who are running for office?
Yeah.
You know, or what do we do as a nation to try to get other people, different people involved in our national elections? I guess. I mean, allow themselves to be brought forth as candidates. Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't think I would have gone the political route. I probably would have asked him something a little more entertaining to myself. But
I know.
Hey, that's why it's your question. It's your question.
Not that I don't know that he would have anything particularly. I don't know.
Who knows? We probably never get to ask him, but you never know.
Sorry.
Final question we ask this to everybody who comes on Hawk Talk. What does DSU mean to you?
Gosh. A lot of people probably say community, and I see that. I think opportunity. It's a place where you are supported, a place where you are given challenges, but you are, I think, a place where you are set up for success.
Yeah.
And where you have a lot of opportunities that people will provide for you, help support you in, with the idea that we're helping you to be the best version of yourself.
That's a good answer. I'm trying to keep track of who else says what. It's a lot of like family and opportunity. That was a good one. I haven't heard that one yet. Well, thank you, Marivern, for joining us. Good luck. Congrats on the promotion to the director of the TR program. Excited to see what you guys have in store coming up, and we'll see you guys next week. Thank you.
Great, thanks.
Welcome back to another Minute with President Easton. President Easton, how are your kids doing and what are they up to right now?
Actually, right now they're all doing pretty well. All of our kids, I thought of this, all of them graduated from the schools where their mom and I worked at the time. So our oldest, Gail Marie, we were working at the University of Missouri when she entered college, and she graduated from there. And she now works at Disney World in Florida, helping to run one of the rides. Next is Tedder Theodore, but everybody calls him Tedder. And Tedder was at the University of Wyoming when we were working there, and he is now a counselor with the athletic department at the University of Wyoming. So he has a master's degree in counseling. And then our youngest son, Nathaniel, is the fellow Blue Hawk, the sort of the inventor of Hawk Talk, although he says he always credits Coach Fleury as being the first one who did it, but he sort of was the one that transitioned Hawk Talk into a student run production. And after graduating from Dickinson State, he got a master's degree at the University of Massachusetts, and now he's just about done finishing up his doctorate at the University of Connecticut, which I used to always say is the one with a really good women's basketball team, but these days are the one with a really good men's basketball team. And he's going to be teaching at Assumption College in Worcester, Massachusetts. He just got that job about a month ago. So they're all doing pretty well.
Hello everyone, I'm your host Cheyenne Jacobs, and here's your weekly recap. Track and field was in Aberdeen, South Dakota, where multiple athletes won their individual events. They head to Bismarck this weekend to compete in the U-Mary Classic. Golf headed to Valley City this past week, where the men's team placed second and the women's team placed first, with both teams putting multiple individuals in the top 10. Cheer went to Daytona, Florida, and placed third in the nation to finish up their season. Softball was also in Valley City and split a series going 2-2 to finish their regular season. They will compete at home for conference next week. Baseball won against Valley City at home this past week and will take them on in Valley City this weekend. A big thanks goes out to our sponsors, Dacotah Bank, Charbonneau Car Center, and Consolidated, as well as our viewers. Don't forget to follow us on social media at DSU Foundation. And as always, Hawks are up.